Hello everyone, welcome back to another Bricks on Bricks video. Today I'm going to be checking out the LEGO City 2025 summer sets and sharing my thoughts on them. So let's get started. So the first one right here is the Emergency Air Ambulance Airplane for $55. And from first glance, it has some nice new pieces. And I think it looks pretty cool with the Star of Life on the tail and right next to the cockpit. And then that's a new piece with the stairs being like part of the door right there. It comes with a snowmobile with a first aid kit, looks like, on the back, and then a stretcher with the doctor and patient. And then the patient was actually a skier who got hurt. And then they have their skis and their water bottle. And then the engine's right there. I'm not a big fan of the teal colored wings, but it's supposed to match the rest of the plane, so I think it's okay, but I wish they were light gray. And it also comes with this little tool rack over here with a hammer and a wrench and an air sock. And there's a 360 view of the plane. And you can see all around the thing. This reminds me of the private jet from 2016, the VIP one, a little bit, with like the look of it. And then here's more pictures of it, and also folds up to put the patient in, and you can see all the screens and the x-rays and all that in there. And you can see the cockpit too with the radar and the monitoring screen right there. Then for the next set is this police boat chase, which I'm pretty interested in. I would get it. I like the new boat hull with the navy blue color. And I like how the navy blue looks with that same highlighter yellow color. And then the police lights on the top with the jail cell on the bow and the searchlight on the front. And then the two motors look pretty nice, along with the, I think that's a sand colored dinghy with the life ring right there, and then the shark. Some more pictures of it. It's the back of it. You can see the motors better, and there's a little bench for the prisoners to sit on. You can see a walkie-talkie there, and then the entrance to the bridge back there, and they can tow the boat once they capture the guy. And it's showing them putting him into the jail cell. And showing the dinghy. So that's it for this set. And then the next one I like too, which is the heavy-duty recovery tow truck with crane. I prefer the yellow and black one more than the actual tow truck. I think the tow truck is kind of, it's not to scale, and it's just a little bit too big looking. And I think that just a normal tow truck could tow a tow truck like, a dump truck. I like how the dump truck looks with the rock pieces, and it's using the same orangish yellow color that the excavator uses in the crane. And another set that's new. And also I think that's a new phone piece, which that's pretty cool. And it has pictures of it. And I like that new caution sign right there, and I like the new cone design. And then that's how the tow truck works. It has the crane part to it, and then it has the hook, and then the cab goes up. It goes forward, and then here's a picture of the dump truck dumping. It has a little first aid kit on the back, and comes with those rock pieces. And then the next set is the Central train station, which I think it looks a little bit weird with all of it with this little curved piece right here, and then with this nice modern looking window, but then with like an old clock tower. So I think it's just like a mishmash of weird design. You can see it has this little like track service repair cart thingy. It has this little coffee shop over here, and then has a little eating area up there, and then the platform is over there. I think it's just all kind of like a weird combination of everything. Here's the control room for tracking when the trains are going to come in. And then there's a back picture of it right there. No, wait. So you can see the cafe better and the platform. Not too interested in this. but there's some other good ones. There's the Arctic Explorer Science Lab truck, which I won't be getting, but for someone who has like a winter scene or an Arctic scene, it might be cool. You can see it has the wolves right there, which those are new pieces, so I think that's cool. And it has a snowmobile, and then the minifigures are kind of small compared to that thing, though. Kind of looks weird. There's a little cave right there, and then that's the inside. They got a bathroom and a bunk room, and then a dining room area, and then kind of like a little lab over there. And then next is the yellow bulldozer, which I'm pretty excited about. I'd probably get it to go along with the excavator. It's kind of big compared to the rest of, like, to the minifigures and stuff, but I would still get it. I think I like the part back there, and then the tracks look really cool, along with the front part, pushing all the bricks around, and just all of it together looks pretty cool. It looks like there's an engine in there maybe, and it also has the yellow and black color scheme with the elephant on it. Some more pictures of it with the workers working, and then like it on a table. That's the box of it. Yeah, there's an engine right there, and like there's pistons or something, so that's pretty cool. And then there's the police motorcycle chase, which with a little ATM, criminal on a skateboard, and then that motorcycle looks kind of weird, so probably wouldn't get it. I think all this stuff kind of isn't the coolest. There's some new stuff that I like, but most of it is just kind of weird and I think made for younger audiences. But I think Lego City used to be kind of good for adults and kids because they could like kind of integrate it into their city more. But like this looks weird with the police car on skis instead of wheels, and then you can put it like flying and stuff. I think Lego City's kind of getting a little bit too futuristic and not realistic anymore. It has like 4 different things you can put it on. It's gonna be like in the snow, in the air, normal, or like on the mountain, or just like in the city. So you can kind of do 4 different things with it. I think that's it for all the city summer sets. I'm pretty sure. But let me know what you think about the city sets. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.